Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Augustus Hinton, and today I'm teaching you how to do this sparkle, glittering, shimmering effect on any photo or video in After Effects, and it only takes like 5 minutes. So let's get right into it. Okay, we are in After Effects, and I have created a composition from a photo of myself just by right-clicking on the photo and doing New Comp from Selection. And all we need to do is click on your photo layer, duplicate it with Command D. And then on this new duplicated layer, let's click on our help bar and just type in edges instead of searching through the effects to find edges, which is going to create a truly terrifying version of the photo that you just were looking at. And we're going to click on, in the effect controls for find edges, invert. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's still terrifying, but it is now highlighting the edges instead of darkening them, which is what we're looking for. And now we are going to increase the contrast on this a little bit to kind of get rid of some of this in-between-ish color or the medium tones in here. So with that layer selected, let's go to Effect, Color Correction, and Lumetri Color. And I always like to work in curves, so let's twirl that down, and basically we're just increasing contrast. So kind of darken some of the darks and maybe increase the lights just a little bit. And we can always adjust that later too. But that looks good, air quotes good for now. And next, let's hit Command Y to create a new solid, and just the same size as your composition, and the color doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter because we're going to click on help and type in fractal to bring up fractal noise, one of my favorite tools. And this is going to create some of that, generate that twinkling for us. So the settings I like to use were for the fractal type, let's switch it from basic to max. And for the noise type, soft linear to linear. And then next, let's change our, under transform, the scale. We got to scale this down so it's not so big. And this can always be adjusted, but that looks okay. We're kind of going for like a night sky-ish versus TV static. So next, let's increase the contrast on this around there, decrease brightness. That maybe looks okay. Let's increase contrast. So it's not super, super dense, but we also don't want a lot. We kind of want it to be black and white and not much gray. Increase or decrease brightness just a little bit. We'll try that. And then to get the sort of twinkling motion, let's go down to our evolution, make a keyframe at the beginning of our composition here. I'll hit U on this layer just so you can see it, and then scroll all the way to the end, however long you want, and then crank up that evolution. I don't know, we'll say to like 5, which I guess is like once per second-ish, which is just a rough estimation. And that looks nice, I think. We'll see how it translates, and you can always adjust the speed of that later too. So with this sort of twinkling layer, let's place it below our creepy photo of ourselves, and then change the, for track matte, we're gonna do Luma matte for this photo. So it's only really gonna show up, God, in the edges. And it still looks terrifying, but we need to change the blending mode to any of these three, add, lighten, or screen. Add, I think, is gonna be the most bright, typically. Let's see, lighten is toned down, but still there. And screen, I think, is like somewhere in between. Whatever works with the footage or photo that you're working with. I thought add was nice because you can see it. We will add just a couple more things to make it look a little bit more fun. On our solid, our fractal noise twinkling layer, let's go up to help again and just type in glow. And I always like to do stylized glow versus the layer styles. And this will just give it a little bit more shimmer. So let's adjust our intensity, crank it up just a little bit, increase the radius a little bit too to soften it, and then decreasing your threshold makes it brighter. I think these controls are a little confusing, but move them around until they look good to you. We'll do something like that. And that's looking, now since it's looking a little bit more intense, let's just go quickly back to the fractal noise settings and maybe decrease our brightness a little bit more so that was too much. There's just a little bit less. So you can still see the photo really, really clearly. And it's just a glittering version of that photo. So that, I think, looks cute. It looks fun. Looks like it's fresh off of Instagram. And one more thing you can do to kind of maybe add some whimsy to this is to create an adjustment layer. So we'll do layer, new adjustment layer. And under help, again, let's just search for posterize. We want posterized time is what we're looking for. And I'm in a 24 frames per second composition right now, which is standard. But I think changing this to, let's try 12. Just kidding, let's try 8. By decreasing the frame rate, I think it adds more of that kind of sparkle feel instead of such a smooth sort of evolution between all the different sparkles. And I think it looks really good in this context. Do whatever is looking best for you, but I think this looks really fun. And that's it. 4 layers and 5 minutes of your life to create this beautiful shimmer glitter effect that you can control and add to any photo or video, at least in some capacity. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the tutorial, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.